Welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful evening. It's peaceful out. Thought I'd grab the portals of presence and see what flips out on the table. I do have a retrograde reading coming up, which I started on the Instagram page, and I'll be elaborating here on the extended. But tonight I wanted to share these images here to see what will come up on the table. As the ancestors are always wanting to speak at this time very loudly, at least with me, they do. So we're going to have 4 cards come here. Use a combination deck here. Use a combination here. It's so nice and peaceful. I waited till this time so it can be candlelit. Whoa. Thing about doing the readings in the candlelight is it's dark in here. So hopefully I get everything that flies off the table. Okay, one more and I'll flip the reveal here. Just tune in. Open the third eye. Yeah, I made an amazing chocolate treat with THC and psilocybin. So that's going to be really nice as for tonight's ritual. Oh my God. Hi, sister. Hey. Gonna allow the ancestors to give us some empowering messages tonight. How are you, dear? I just had some kitchen witching in the kitchen. I just spent some kitchen witching time. I thought it was going to be a disaster. And then I just allowed myself to figure it, just let the spirit go, right? And it came out really good. Okay. Oh, look how cute this being is. Okay. It is. It's an all vegan dessert even. And there's very minimal fat. The fat would probably come from the natural sugars I used that will convert. But it's not like high fat like cream or dairy. And it's just interesting, the combination, so good. Oh, sweet. Hello, my soul sisters. All right. As I get grounded here and check out the cards on the table. It's been a very nice vibe so far. I set myself up so well today. I had a really nice deep yoga session, a nice meal, pretty clean meal there. Got down on the kitchen, grinded up all the rest of the mushrooms I have in my possession. Can of butter, can of oil was already made, pre-made. Which it was, anytime I make things with chocolate, it's always easier on the taste because, you're gonna taste the mushroom and the marijuana, but very, very slight. So before I begin, what I'm seeing here, it's very sweet actually, and wait till I turn the camera around. Yeah, I'm thinking of posting the recipe-ish because I think I remember I measured some things and then I went, that recipe's fucking wrong. Every time I try and follow a recipe, it's wrong. It just never works out. So, but it was based on the recipe. Let's say that. It was based on a recipe and then I came and tweaked it out. So it would work. So it would, because the consistency, I don't know what fucking ingredients they use, but it didn't work in my food processor. I went, what the fuck? That's not right. So, okay. Whew. I'm going to open it up here. So to start off, right off, with the ancestors showing up, it's very grandparents and great-grandparents, not too far away. It's no more than 5 generations. So this is like very recent. And as the vibe goes down the line, so this is very recent type of ancestry vibes. And I know that there's going to be some things going down for May. Mark your calendar. Kid you not, there's a lot going down in May for upcoming year. And it's even, well, it's a 7-year numerology-wise, but in May, where things are really off the ground, really flowing, real celebrating, leaving a lot of the things behind us as we plow through and push through. This is very sweet and endearing. There's a heart shape that I'm looking at in the image. And they're saying it's very much you're going to see these changes come in February. Because, okay, it's New Year's Eve, right? It's the new year. But I've always felt like it's not. Like, I don't really start my celebration till, like, when the spring equinox comes or Imbolc comes. It feels more natural. Because why would you start in the middle of winter when you're hibernating, some people, and it's not a hibernating type of winter. We're working. A lot of us are working and we haven't stopped and all our ideas are getting out there. It's also retrograde time. So why would you want to start a new year in retrograde? Reflecting already. God, enough work already. I want to have a party. I want to celebrate. So, this is more feeling in the month of February, where it will really come alive. All our groundwork's done. We have all the tools. They're saying, you watch what you manifested for and watch it come in and watch it come in powerfully and strong. Not only are you meeting up with people in sync, but you've been you've been cleaning house. The only warning here is because it's in the temple, it's in the south. The warning here is please clean out the people that you are surrounding with or in your thoughts. And you know who they are. They no longer, why should you give them your power for? Why should you sulk in that distraction, which is a bunch of fucking lies? Oh, let it hurt. It hurts. Yeah, I know that. It hurts at times. But they're saying, be beware that these people come back. It is retrograde. Or tests similar to people like the ones that are phony. They'll come back just for a little quick time there to test you. So it's just saying beware and keep on letting go of the people and stop talking to the bullshit already, all right? And you're wondering and crying like, it's never going to change and blah, 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 when you haven't even really done the real work. And you know what I'm talking about. So this is like the last section of it. This is really using the spirit within you and in your mind. And it's a very and they're saying when you do it, there's fun. There's going to be a nice celebration. But, you know, you have to get to the road through to get to the party. And, you know, if there's, you know, weather during the journey to get to the party, so be it. I hope that storm comes in. It's windy as fuck over here. And it's been overcast and all day and hazy. Oh man, I walked into that air, the clean, cool air earlier, and it was it was fucking strong. It was pushing my ass down the hill. I'm glad I got some strength in my legs, because damn, you ain't grounded. It was that strong that it could push you over. Good. Oh, this is so sweet. Yeah, so I'll show you the images like I usually do. The last message here is like this: watch for the serendipity, watch for the in sync. Look at how we're together here. You know, other people will watch this after. I always pay attention to that. Who is viewing me right here? Who's in my presence? And we have a beautiful vibe here. It's about the quality. Always remember that first, the simplicity in the quality. The expansion comes when we're stronger in this simplicity and have no other distractions outside of ourselves. There's a lot happening in sync. And as the strong air here, and there is a card called air here, and given that it's really windy right now, that means it's pushing strong, and you're pushing, it's going to push you forward. So just know there may be an experience, a person, a situation that may come, right? Because that's what I'm seeing here. There's a warning. It doesn't say it is, but there's a warning if you need a little fine-tuning in your journey and in your stand. And believe me, we can take it. I know it hurts. I know it does, because I've been going through it too. How do you think I'm here sitting here being the teacher on the table? But we have the tools, and the celebration here from the ancestor message of celebration here is celebrate the tools that you have and sharpen them and use them before you expand. Isn't that the sweetest face? It's got the sweetest face. It's like melt. I'm so drawn. I like, when I see this image here, I'm drawn to my grandpa. And you may be drawn to someone in your past. I know the lighting is what it is, but we're in candlelight. See, it's even hazy. Like, I like the way the camera's not even sharp. It's kind of like using a filter, but not. It's moody as fuck, right? She's really pretty, though. That's a really nice card here in this pile here. Okay. Oh, shh. I love the magic that's showing up on my table these days, I swear. This is past sister vibes, past aunts, past friends that have been older or a little older. A lot of spirit type guides, animal guides. are with this vibe. Especially those that you relate to having cats or feline. And it really is because it's in the direction of the mountain lion, who is the spirit of the West and the magic of this table. So this has to do with the leadership. And this has to do with like you feeling worn out. You've been feeling exhausted. This journey's been long. It's not been easy. And it's kind of like, it has a feeling of warrior coming home. You know, like warrior after battle, and then they go back to their families. So in this case, it's like you're coming back home to rest. You're coming back home to replenish. You're coming back home to chill, because your work ahead is just going to be coming, so that like it's like the luck will soon change, like the medicine wheel. So for this vibe, it's more like, I know you can push through. It's for like kind of driven warrior fighter types. But for the New Year vibe and maybe the first week of January, it is to just, you know, pace, be more observant, trust yourself, believe in yourself. It's okay to keep on, but just know that honor when you really do need to be alone to emote, to be alone to just deal. You know, like you always like someone to lean on, but you know, when you cry and you need to cry, you don't want anyone there, because you know, then you just have it naturally begin and end. Or venting, you know, when people need to vent. Or sometimes you just need to be alone with it. Like for me a lot, I channel what comes at me, I channel it physically through what I practice. Like today, and I'm kind of feeling it right now. I love your warrior spirit, that very humbled soul, that very, I don't need the attention, but has this huge, enormous light within. These are very humble people. The stronger people are truly the ones that are vulnerable to what? They're the most vulnerable people to feel here. Yeah, I know it's fucked when you do, but you have what it is to stand like a mountain and shine. No matter if it's ice that comes onto the mountain, the fire, the quake of the earth, the soothing wind or harsh wind, you're a mountain, you still stand strong. Why? Because the ones that are protecting you and watching you have given you this inside as well. Believe me, it's going to change. How nice. See, that's a beautiful sister right there. And it is the spirit of fierce, divine feminine energy. Because if you look here, there's the paw pads of the cat. You know, the paw print of the cat. The mystery of going forward, the unknown, is what strengthens our soul. Because it's called experience. We don't, we don't have to have all the answers. We just have to let it be. I get burnt out when I'm trying to figure shit out. It's so nice, but it's not an easy practice. But anyways, look at how beautiful her face is. And then it's paired with Kitty. No, cute. Oh, come on, stay focused. There we go. Wow, that's really nice there. Okay. Sweet. And you may find yourself in all of these. Oh, dear Lord. What do we got here? Oh, thank you, Medicina. I think this card represents me. It kind of looks like me right now. Oh, I gotta show you. This is too funny. I'm like, look at this guy. He asked me, this being here is definitely has something that's opening up that third eye. There is definitely a nice brain massage here. And look at the nice crown too. But look at the expression though, dude. He's gone. He is just in the spirit world. You can even look at it, you can even look at it as, like, say there's no pupil, right? It's just white, and the black is just a reflection. Because what I'm seeing, it looks like it's just a very funny image. But look at here, we've got the green man here, and this is like very passionate about the heart space and about medicines. This is the time to go big on that one. Like, what I do miss about this evening is that I was doing them for a while. I missed a few, but I was doing them consecutively. I would do ayahuasca ceremony on New Year's Eve. And I would do one on the eve and then the night, and then New Year's night, like day. Like 2 evenings of ayahuasca, and then the third evening was, daytime. We got to chill with San Pedro there, but I really do miss that. And I always remember my first one. So the reason why I'm telling you this is that your heart knows, and it may not be what it looks like, but it's challenging you to go deeper. So if you do medicines and you do use plant medicine, it's telling you to go deeper and look at going into means of using plant medicines this year. Now, everybody has a different type of medicine they work with. For some, they need the more known effect, like marijuana, which is in my body right now. Ingested. But for me, it takes time, to really get in there. I have a big expansion. The thing about this is that once it starts expanding, it keeps expanding. And it gets really nice and beautiful and yummy as it keeps expanding. I have a lot of expansion. That's what this is about, expansion. Your heart space is wanting to expand. So if it's been closed or been, as you feel damaged, broken, betrayed, like if it really has been in a very sad place, this being that I'm seeing here is very cobra, very lizard beings that are very wise. And they're all about the, shedding off, the peeling off, and they live in extremes. I'm talking about desert beings. But I like the regeneration about those types of beings. Anyways, like, you just don't know what form it's going to come, but it's coming strong, is what this being is saying. So, there's a lot of different options from, DMT and abogas and, MDMA works well, and some LSD is good. Mushrooms, yeah, whatever it may be. but I'm more for the most natural form it comes in, which is what this card is about. The Green Man is about the non-synthetic. It's about the true form of where it comes from and keeping it as whole as possible, not adding anything, not taking away, doing this with sacredness. You know, like I know a lot of people try and do these really non 101 medicines with no guidance and without ceremony, and that's not what this plant likes to be reverenced, because it's going to give to your dumb ass. It's going to give to your closed offness and break your heart open. Then it's kind of like having an offering. You know, there's preparation, there's reverence. Now, some of it's recreational. Yay, because that's the spirit world having fun. It's all not serious and shit. And even when you do the real sacred plants, it's not so serious. And I always have fun and giggle and get giddy, you know, with ayahuasca at the end. I'm always like that. So, I mean, take the expansion is what this is saying. This being is saying, take the expansion, take the leap to expand. For some, I feel people that are watching this right now, and you're hearing this one. I'm seeing frog. Not the combo where it depends, because if you are in ailment with and really want a for real cleanse, like no kidding, through the magic of the combo frog, where you get the burns and it's frog, they let the frog poison in your skin. Then there is more of Espiritu Frog, which is from Mexico, and they scrape the DMT from the secretions and they dry it out and they smoke it. That's something I've not tried, but I feel that's like I respect that and honor that particular way to receive. But if you guys know me and you know my sacrament is ayahuasca, to me that's mine. Oh my God, the last 23 years. That's crazy. Woo. So that's what it's about. It's that expansion. And if it's not the medicine route, then there's some expansion that you can contribute that is natural. That's definitely a medicine card there. And one of, for real, wanting to transform whatever's blocking the heart so you can have what you want. Just like, look, the message she gave me is that she's going to give me all that I love, all that I adore, everything I desire. She said, I can give it to you, but you're going to live clean for me. It's kind of like a deal. It's kind of like gangster medicine, you know. It's not demanding, it's love, but it's like work. Work. Nothing like it though. It's just a beautiful ultimate for me. I wish everybody can have ceremonies like me. What I experience, what she gives me, I wish everybody could feel that. It would set their ass free, like, but it's a lot to contain, and I can lie. It's not an easy ceremony. Maybe I'll keep it that way. Okay. Oh, this is so cute to me. It looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. I kid you not. But the way that it landed on the table, I'm going to keep it. It wants me to. I'm not really like a person that does reverse, or sometimes I just like, I never do the same reading, but sometimes, you know, the magic of the table just speaks. And, you know, sometimes there'll be like cards that land to the side and I let them just be. But most of the time I look at them like mostly right side up. But when you're dealing with like a true oracle deck that has no words, that has no book. There's so much freedom in it. And it is like gazing into the clouds or gazing into like a bottom of a coffee cup. Probably someone would see, you know what I mean? You see like little pictures and visions within something. But I know why, I know why I flipped it over for the right side. Because remember, this is ancestors coming through. And I kid you not, this is my dad. His favorite creature of all time was Creature of the Black Lagoon. But look at how cute. I mean, holy shit, I didn't even know this was in my deck. It's the Creature of the Black Lagoon-ish. And then it kind of looks like, you know, Geiger. Like really prehistoric Geiger. Like the first level of sketch or something. But this is like the Creature of the Black Lagoon, yeah? But it was flipped on my table like this. So I'm going to gaze into this. Now you see when you flip a card, there's a whole different picture here. So when, as you know, anyone interested in using a deck like this, to just gaze, you may not even be a reader, but just to have images to look at. I mean, her artwork's amazing. Because you can just look at it and have it speak to you just by looking just like this. Okay, so let me hydrate here so you get the picture what I mean. But thank you, Dad. And then it's paired with this card called the Gate, and like, ooh, interesting. And I think I like the reflection of the water. See? Let me show you the Gate. It's very goth. So the message here is in the action of going forward. And the gate is not locked, it's just not opened. And this is for some of you that have felt like you've reached the bottom of the pit, that what happened, well, you just naturally surrender and give it up. Not give it up like you don't go on. Surrender is misunderstood. Surrender is letting go of the outcome. Surrender is allowing your guard to come down, the vulnerability to absorb. It's really crazy. It's noisy outside. I love it. Ooh. So what I see here is in the process here, there is beings here hugging us, hugging you during this time to also, it reminds me of a really fattened up, like that winged creature in the Beastmaster, and they had wings, and they brought the wings together like this, and they would just devour whatever was in there. I forgot what those beings are called like that. So it's time to gather it all up, because it's coming. Gather it all up. The momentum is there. It's going to come from below. A lot of us that have spent this time like in not so great spaces, like they were very challenging. You know, a lot of us question whether we wanted to stay here or not, like physically stay here, not the place you live or whatever, regardless if someone knows how much they're supported and or loved, like for real, no matter what. When that is going on, it's very intense and it's not easy to contain. Very intense ride to choose to stay here, because we make that choice to stay here. That's what we were battling it out with. A lot of the people that are vibing here. So this being is like, okay, but I'm saying I'm going to lift. If you want to open that gate, I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to, you're willing to do this. I'm like, come on, but you have to let me lift you up. Especially when you don't know what to do and you're just like, you know what? Yeah, it's because it's humbling. Got to drop the pride to let that person, like, to let the help in and the surrender in. But there is a very nice sweetness here, because this is how it's like, there's an honor here that you've pushed through. There's an honor here and a reward coming through the dark. Like I've been saying in other readings, and if you've been following me in other readings, you know, you can produce something very powerful during a time like this. If you got an outlet and you channel it through whatever that is, not having any attachment of what you want, where you want it to go or where it could lead. Holy shit, dude, I kid you not. This is what these beings are talking about. But you gotta like allow yourself to be untangled from your own binds. Well, geez. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Oh, that's why I used this deck. Oh, okay, I get what we'll do. So we're going to go one more. We're going to have the bonus image. Told you, man, they just get straight out. You know, it's like some people, you know. I know sometimes I tell people, wow, that was weird. That was interesting. Look at that. It just like the reflection of, wow, cool. Anyways. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Yeah, one-on-one readings can be intense with me too. Like I can tell you things that you don't want to hear, but they're just a reading because anything can change. But for the most part, you know. And then there's a place where, yeah, I might tell you something you don't want to hear, but then you're going to tell yourself, oh my God, I'm so glad I heard that. Because there's magic on this table, and there's magic with the choices you make when you... Spirit world don't lie. And yes, this darkness gave me what I'm blessed for. I have a fucking kick-ass practice. I adore my yoga practice. My body's doing things like really kidding. It's so ridiculous. And it feels good. And it's fun. And I become one hell of a fucking teacher. I love training people one-on-one, you know? Do a lot of things, but that one's I'm very passionate about. Okay, I know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. Okay, is that good? Yeah, that's good. Thanks. Okay, we'll do that. Let's do that. Any comments so far on what you said or heard, what I've said or what you heard or what you saw here? This is the closing card. It's just the bonus to wrap it up. And then I'm really going to dose. You know, the kind of dosing I'm talking about is where at the height of the intensity, I'm really not going to be able to talk to anyone. But not because I'm feeling really good, but I'm just like, yay. You know, like when you reach that point, that euphoric, blissful point, and I just smile. I don't want any, I just want to be with that sensation for the longest I can. Kind of thing, you know, that's like giving yourself a gift. Oh God, we have the mandala card of breath. Holy shit, man, this dude's intense. Wow, and there's a good jam going here too with this card. Okay, it wants one of those cards too? Okay, he's like, yeah, give me one of those, mama. God, what is wrong? Oh, that's because if you saw the Mercury retrograde, or a couple of the videos back where wishing was involved, I think it was was it new moon? I think it was a new moon reading about the wishing and the placing your order, your manifestation, right? It's very grounded. Your wish is grounded, it's heard. And now you know that moth is going to arise. It's not a butterfly here, I'm looking at moths. So moths to me have come from more of shadow working, shadow-based type of dark period. Those are the moths, and there's beautiful moths. I see no butterflies here. Especially the death moth that was featured in that Silence of the Lamb. Beautiful moth, right? Fucking metal moth. So that's what I mean. It's like something not really pretty, you know, like something very different. What's going to come out of you is going to be different, because I don't think anybody wants anything to do with their past at all. It's saying wipe the fucking slate absolutely clean. And if you go back to those patterns, the lies of codependency, you'll get to do this all over again. Not a bad thing. Just you'll repeat your pattern to, but I'm saying, he's saying, this being saying, it's like, no, you're so close to that beautiful moth arising. And yeah, moths are different from when I see butterflies. Butterflies are funny, especially that SpongeBob episode. Dude, look up the SpongeBob episode, Butterfly. Dude, those dudes are tripping. Oh my God, I should find that cartoon tonight. Fucking SpongeBob. I have enough apps, I'll probably find it. Okay. What does this being want to say? There's too many. Just give me a few. Give me one, Mr. Moth. So it's very, very grounded roots. The type that if once you're really rooted in this, okay? So whatever your vision is, your focus is, or whatever shows up to know, you have the tool of the root. You've got the torch. There's a bone here. There's the moth. It's arising. It's very lionish. So that's what I mean from, there's a lot of people that will be there. You're going to have these fiery connections with whatever you're doing to go forward, or what your focus is and your vision is. And if you don't have one is coming. in, remember, because some of you have to surrender still, or some of you are already in that forward vision, like, so whatever section like really spoke to you especially, because this dude is saying there's a moth, it's coming off the mask, you're going to see things in a completely different perspective, because you were willing to be as the mighty lion, like very fierce. There's a lion image here, very cat-like. Okay, thank you. That's good. Okay. All right. Happy fucking New Year, because this says it all. Oh, there's always beautiful, beautiful, beautiful magic on my table. So, on the side of the being, there is the sun. Anytime I see the sun, I'm like, that was the last card. I'm good. I mean, it's the sun. And the talisman. Now the talisman has showed up again in previous readings, recent reading, maybe the last one, I'm not sure, but it showed up again. And this is it's kind of like having, like the talisman card is very much like the King and Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor and the Empress, the Priest and the High Priestess, all in one card. Those type of tools, that type of power, that type of expertise and skill that you have created, regardless of whatever level you are. But those of you that are ninja about it, that have been putting the work in, that have toughed it out, that never gave up, that moth is, it's going to show up so big and bright. You're going to get so blown away. And I keep receiving this message. Look, before COVID happened, I used to tell people on my table, your busyness is a distraction. It's not productive. This was for some people, but the majority of people, I go, you use this as a distraction, because then you come home so damn tired that you can't even be with yourself or give yourself a gift or whatever. I used to tell people this all the time. And then boom, COVID hits, and then they had to stay home. And I was already like this going, I told you, I've been doing this for a while. So in a way I do get previews, but I have to go through some shit to receive that and understand it as well. So I don't get away. I'm on this crazy fucked up ride like you too. But this crazy fucked up ride is fun. There's much abundance. There's strength. There's a lot of blessings and gratitude. There's a lot of finding out who your VIPs are, like the real support and love, the real love. Like it's not supposed to look a certain way. So it ends with the sun and the talisman. The sun, I just leave that alone. It just speaks for its fucking self. I'm going to give you the ending messages here. Show you the ending cards. Ooh, I think the massage is just in its wee beginnings. I don't feel it yet. Let me show you the cards, everyone. Look at this motherfucker right here. Look at this crazy beast. It will focus. Let me back up. It even looks wolf-like, like this. Some may see primate. All right. There we go. Very warrior. Very third eye activated. The death, like a moth. I don't know. See what you see in that. I was like, I'm just like, It's the most amazing beast on the table. And then the mandala of breath. I know the camera work is not the best, but it kind of looks good, nice and hazy. And look at the sun. Let's see if it'll let me see. There's commercials here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, one more round. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Probably not. Okay, over here. How about here? But at least you can see this. All right, you get the point. Maybe doing a short so you can see them clearly, the images clearly. I'm going to leave this reading on the table and probably take a look at this in the daylight and shoot a short and go through it. Maybe just the visual, maybe not talking. I never know. But everyone, thank you for joining me and listening. Share me so I can do more lives. These are messages from beings, ancestors, past loved ones. In the images I showed you, beautiful messages. They're very stern, of the heart. They mean well. They want us to be strong. We're breaking those chains and cords that are keeping you're keeping the passion and the love in your way, a new way. It doesn't have to be like it's evolving to where they are very impressed by us, but don't forget where you've come from. You don't remember, you remember us and what we given you. So anyways, everybody, it was fun. But I'm going to go do that dose, get me good and ready for ritual, and I'll pop in really soon because I have the Mercury retrograde extended reading to do here. And I know for those of you that watch, you know how to get in touch with me if you want a one-on-one. Just email me at the info down here. Or if you're on my Instagram, DM me there. I'll pop up live there as well. I'm wishing you all like a very peaceful night. Nice vibes. I'm ready to go into the spirit world and trans out. It is a beautiful evening. Thank you.